Good evening, Aruba, good evening, world. I'm very pleased to be here. And actually, I have a challenge for you guys, for you all. You have 5 seconds to imagine who I am, what I do, what is my profession, with what kind of job I make my living. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what's it going to be? You already know. Well, I would say, hit it. More volume, more volume.
Hablan de amor, si me cantas al sol de la luna, melodías pidiendo perdón. Y si tus juegos me imploran un poquitico de comprensión, cariño, se te hizo tarde, te digo, nuestra historia terminó.
Me da igual, ya no lo intento, no, he perdido la esperanza,
he perdido
de querer que se trata, cariño, poquitico de ternura no alcanza. Me da igual, ya no lo intento, he perdido la esperanza, si de querer que se trata, cariño,
ay, cariño,
poquitico de ternura no alcanza. Me da igual.
y si me pintas paisajes de caricias, real pasión, y así prometes curar esta pena que fue la causa de tu decisión. No lo intentes ahora, no te entregues a la ilusión. Mi corazón aún llora, nuestra historia terminó.
Me da igual, ya no lo intento, he perdido la esperanza.
Thank you very much. This is actually, the reason why I put it was because this is enough. This is already saying who I am, right? Actually, I was hoping for people in the audience saying, no, you must be a dentist, or you must be an architect or a designer. But there's also already some people who know me here, so, well, it's okay, no problem. I'm here, I was invited to do the entertainment part and to be like also a kind of mystery guest. But I want to play for you, and I want to give a little story about who I am. I'm a Dutch girl, very Dutch, 100% Dutch. But I always say, joking, that I was born in the wrong continent. I live in Medellin for 6 years now, in Colombia, very happily. I now produced 4 albums. My last album just came out last week, Te Voy a Querer, it's called. And yeah, it's a kind of strange story, right? I mean, why is a Dutch girl playing salsa? Why is she then living now in Colombia? And why is she tonight speaking here at TEDx in Aruba? Actually, it surprises me too. Every time I'm telling this story in an interview, it's a reconfirmation, but it's like also, again, a question, what's coming next? I'm now 35 years old, or 35 years young, right? And there's so much to come. So many things have happened in my life, and it really has been an adventure. I started playing the trumpet when I was 9 years old, not because I wanted to play the trumpet, but because the brass band needed trumpet players. They didn't need drummers or trombone players, they needed trumpet players. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And I grew up with Latin music in the household. We also played classical music, but also Latin, because my father was a collector of Latin. And then I thought, okay, I know that with this trumpet I can play maybe one day a little bit of salsa. And that dream was realized when I was 14 years old, when first time I played with a salsa band, and I got hooked. I was like, okay, this is my life. This is what I want. So I went to the conservatory. I started playing with Cuban people, with Colombian people, Venezuelan people in Holland. Started to learn a little bit of Spanish. And I thought, okay, this is it. And step by step, realizing my dreams. Because being a girl in Holland playing the trumpet Latin is strange, right? So I had to convince everyone all the time, like, hey, what I'm doing is okay, you know, I'm studying this. It's not something I'm doing as a hobby. This is real, for real, you know? So I was trying to convince people all the time. And because of that, well, they saw my passion. I do this because I love it. Also because I have to eat, so I have to earn money with it. But it's really something that, of course, has to do with this, right? With a heart and with a passion. So I convinced people on my way. The first one was on the conservatory, where I had to enter to study jazz. But I'm a Latin trumpet player. I'm not a jazz trumpet player. So I wrote a letter to the director saying, well, I'm studying 2 years of jazz now, but I'm not happy. I want to play Latin music. Give me that opportunity. And then they said, yeah, you're right. You have more talent for Latin. So I'll give you that possibility. And that they did. It was fantastic, and they saved me also a little bit. But I saved myself by writing that letter. So started touring, went to Colombia for the first time in 2003. And then I thought, oh man, this is it. This is fantastic. Because I'm a salsa trumpet player. And living in Holland, it's nice, it's a good audience. But finding my audience in Colombia, where people really understand what is salsa, they breathe it, they feel it, they understand it, it was an eye-opener. So 5 years later, in 2008, when I actually was a little bit fed up with the trumpet, ready to throw it away, I thought, well, wait a sec. Maybe I'll invert my last savings for my own project, for a CD, for my own thing. And I decided to record an album for the Colombian market. It's called Llegó la Mona. Mona is Blondie in Colombia. And the album was a success over there. I fell in love with a paisa, a guy from Medellin. And that's how my second career, or my second life, started. I started making albums over there. People started to get to know me. And actually, funny thing was that I got famous in Colombia, and that's why people in Holland also woke up. Like, hey, is this girl like playing nice music, or is it interesting what she's doing? And that's why I'm now also touring in Holland every half a year or every year. And that's fantastic. With the Colombian band, we have traveled now 2 times to Holland to bring the Latin culture to my country, the country where I was born. Tonight is a special night because Aruba has also a special feeling for me. In 2011, I played for the first time at the Caribbean Sea Jazz Festival, which will happen this weekend here. And I was invited to play with Oscar DeLeon that night. Actually, it was a setup. The festival told me, Maite, if you can help us with the festival, promoting a little bit in Colombia, we will make you a match on the festival, and we will try to introduce you to Oscar. So I arrived at the festival. Oscar didn't know anything. And I was like, oh, well, sir, Oscar, you're my hero. Can I please play with you? Like, whoa, it was quite heavy. But then he said, well, just go play with us on the sound check, and we'll see. So sound check, 1 big party, 2 hours of jamming. It was amazing. And after that sound check, he said, yeah, of course, you play with us tonight, and I want you to tour with us. And I was like, are you asking me to tour with you? Oscar DeLeon is my big hero. For me, it's the Michael Jackson of Latin music. Really, he dances, he sings, he plays the bass with the audience. He's amazing. He's a really complete artist. So at that moment, a new moment in my career broke. How is it in English? That was a very important moment for my career. It was like a new path. Because if Oscar DeLeon says you're good enough, then people believe you. And finally, as an artist, you need that people believe in you. You're searching that through your whole career, right? Well, this culminated in a Latin Grammy nomination of last year, in 2014. Thank you. Thank you very much. For the album Déjame Así, that was my 3rd album, I received that call and it was totally unexpected. We didn't lobby for that. I'm an independent artist. I don't have a major label behind me. We just got there. The people who vote are all from that, from the Grammy organization. And it was a very big surprise. So we went to Las Vegas. Of course, Mark Anthony won the prize. It's okay, no problem. But it was an amazing experience. Well, and now last week, Te Voy a Querer came out, and we will present it here this Saturday at Caribbean Sea Jazz Festival. I would like an applause for them. And it was very nice to hear that then I could talk here also for you at TEDx. I'm very happy with that. Yeah. In short, that's my story, right? I mean, there's a lot of things to tell, but let's say that following my heart, following the passion, following, not forgetting that what I really wanted as a 9-year-old was playing with the best, and not because I wanted to be the best, but I wanted to be inspired. My favorite band is La Sonora Ponceña from Puerto Rico, and I thought always I would like to rehearse with them one day. It was at 9 years old. Now I played with them 2 years ago at the Jazz Festival in Medellin, and it's so nice that a 9-year-old can think that, and she's Dutch, and she lives in a little village in Holland, and she plays with a brass band, and now she's here in Aruba playing at the Caribbean Sea Jazz Festival, and it's really cool how life works, and it surprises me. So that's why I'm telling, I'm 35 years old young, and I hope that this years to come will give me a lot of surprises, will bring me a lot of beautiful things. So if you give me the chance to drink a little bit of water, I will play for you, because with a dry mouth, you cannot play trumpet. I'll be back. Thank you. So, I'm okay. I'll play a little improvisation for you. My favorite music is son cubano, and it's all about melody. Melody for me is talking, and talking is what I want to do with the trumpet. So I'll be talking for you again, but now on the trumpet. Thank you very much.